Welcome to Swadesi Startup Speaks, where we explore India's dynamic startup ecosystem. In today's episode, we'll discuss government policy shifts, massive VC investments, the rise of Web3 AI driven cybersecurity, and India's growing SaaS and startup hubs. Stay tuned as we uncover key trends shaping the future of Indian entrepreneurship. The Odisha Public Works Department has withdrawn COVID-era concessions for local micro and small enterprises and startups following the introduction of the Odisha Procurement Preference Policy for micro and small manufacturing enterprises by the MSME department. Earlier, these businesses were exempted from depositing bid security while participating in tenders and were allowed to pay only 25% of the standard performance security upon selection. The move signals a return to pre-pandemic procurement norms, impacting local startups and MSEs that benefited from the relaxed financial requirements during the pandemic. India's startup ecosystem is expected to receive $600 billion in alternative investments over the next 3 years, according to experts at the launch of the Center for Financial Markets by IMT in Mumbai. Atish Chattopadhyay, director of IMT Ghaziabad, stated that this includes private equity and venture capital investments, contributing nearly 13% of the $4.7 trillion needed to achieve a $5 trillion economy by FY 2027. The capital infusion is anticipated to boost innovation entrepreneurship and the overall startup environment. However, Indian unicorn founders have seen a decline in their ownership stakes over the past 6 years amid funding challenges. Indian VCs are increasingly focusing on AI and SaaS investments, seeing them as key to strengthening the country's startup ecosystem amid global geopolitical shifts. With over 35 SaaS and enterprise tech deals recorded in early 2025, companies like Darwinbox and Innovaxer are leading mega funding rounds. Investors highlight the growing role of AI ML in SaaS, with capital being directed toward AI model development automation and operational improvements. Experts predict AI driven advancements across industries, including finance, compliance, manufacturing, and healthcare. As global markets face economic uncertainties, India's SaaS sector is poised to become a hub of resilience and innovation, fueled by emerging AI technologies from OpenAI, Google, and others. Indian startups face challenges in government tender participation due to restrictive eligibility and financial criteria. Former IAS C.K. Mishra emphasized the need to revise procurement policies to align with the Startup India vision, making them more inclusive. While the government e-marketplace aims to onboard 1 lakh startups, further improvements are needed. GEM has facilitated over INR 10 lakh crore in public procurement and eliminated transaction fees for orders up to INR 10 lakh. The share of bids with Make in India preference rose from 39% in FY 2020 to 21 to 81% in FY 2024 to 25. Recommendations include shifting eligibility focus to innovation funding pilot projects, providing financial assistance, and offering feedback to startups. Enhancing procurement inclusivity can boost startup participation, fostering economic growth and innovation. The Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade and the Estée Lauder companies have signed an MOU to support beauty startups in India. This partnership integrates Startup India's platform with ELC's Beauty and You India program, offering startups funding, mentorship, industry insights, and access to global beauty experts. ELC is also introducing a new category to support women-founded startups. DPIIT Joint Secretary Sri Sanjeev highlighted the initiative's role in driving innovation in India's beauty industry, while ELC India GM Rohan Vazirali emphasized their commitment to fostering entrepreneurship and women's leadership. The MOU was signed by DPIIT's Dr. Sumit Jarangal and ELC's Rohan Vazirali in the presence of senior officials. Nagaland is emerging as a startup hub, shifting from its cultural and tourism identity to an innovation driven economy. As of January 2025, the state has 88 DPIIT recognized startups, contributing to the 2109 startups in Northeast India. Government support, including NEDFI's venture funds, has fueled growth with Rs 100 crore committed to 69 startups through the Northeast Venture Fund. Initiatives like Startup India Yatra Ascend workshops and Wing Women Entrepreneurship Program further promote entrepreneurship. Despite funding and infrastructure challenges, Nagaland startups are making strides in agritech and tech-driven solutions, signaling a promising future. With continued support from policymakers, investors, and incubators, Nagaland is set to become a key player in India's startup ecosystem. India is set to become the world's largest Web3 developer hub by 2028, according to Hashed Emergence India Web3 Landscape Report. In 2024, India saw a 28% YoY rise in Web3 developers, adding 4.7 million new contributors on GitHub and accounting for 17% of global Web3 developers. The country now has 200 plus Web3 startups, which raised $564 million in 2024, a 109% increase over 2023, focusing on DeFi, RWAs, and staking solutions. Web3 gaming is surging, with 60% of hybrid gamers shifting to blockchain gaming. Reliance Jio and Polygon Labs are integrating Web3 for 450M plus users, while India's national blockchain framework has 5M users and 16 banks. Despite regulatory uncertainties, India is transitioning toward a structured Web3 policy, positioning itself as a global leader in Web3 development and adoption. India's startup ecosystem is experiencing rapid growth with 170000 registered startups and a projected 1 million startups by 2030, according to Dr. Apurva Ranjan Sharma at TCON 2025. The venture capital landscape is expanding with VC funds increasing from 200, 500 to 1500 and 130 unicorns already established, with 1000 more potential unicorns emerging. 40% of startups now come from Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities, proving innovation is spreading beyond metros. Currently, 14 cities support thriving startups, but by 2030-50, cities will have strong angel investor networks. Cities like Surat and Pune are seeing rapid investment growth, with Pune needing 1,000 plus angel investors. Dr. Sharma emphasized India's tech talent, stating cities like Pune could build transformative AI innovations similar to OpenAI. Bessemer Venture Partners closed its second India-focused fund at $350 million, aiming to invest in AI, SaaS, fintech, digital health consumer brands, and cybersecurity. This follows its $220 million fund from 2021, which backed startups like BoldFit, MoveInSync, Pepper Content, and Zopper. The new fund, launched in October 2024, will invest $5M, $40M in early-stage startups and support later growth stages. BVP, active in India since 2006, has invested in 80-plus startups, including Big Basket, Farmizi, and Urban Company, with 9 IPOs such as Swiggy and Bharat Matrimony. Partner Anant Vidurpuri highlighted AI investments, particularly in vertical AI applications and AI-enabled services. BVP globally manages $18B plus in assets. This fund closure aligns with recent VC trends, as Accel India raised $650 million and Stellaris Venture Partners closed a $300 million fund. AI-driven cybersecurity startup Neural Defend has raised $600,000 in a pre-seed funding round led by Inflection Point Ventures, with participation from MIT, SBXI, Techstars, San Francisco, and Sunicorn Ventures. Founded in 2024 by Piyush Verma, CEO, Sivashankar Selvarajan, CTO, and Sumit Singh, Chief Data Officer, the startup focuses on deep fake detection and cybersecurity innovation. Neural Defense AI models detect deepfakes across video, image, audio, and real-time streams, ensuring fraud prevention for enterprises, fintech firms, and governments. The startup, currently in its pre-revenue stage, is working on video verification and KYC use cases and has pilot projects in New York and Singapore. The funding will be used to enhance AI capabilities and scale operations globally. That's all for today on Swadesi Startup Speaks. With massive funding, policy shifts, and emerging startup hubs, India's entrepreneurial landscape is more exciting than ever. Stay tuned for more insights and don't forget to subscribe for your weekly dose of startup news.